first podcast back in a while. It's been about like a month or two, right?
Yeah.
E3 is happening right now, so we've got a couple days left, but we still have some really exciting stuff that's happened there. Some VR stuff, some non-VR stuff.
Who cares about that, though?
That's all stuff.
That's true. What were you guys most excited about that came out or hasn't been announced yet?
My biggest one is definitely pretty much everything Bethesda said.
Yeah.
I'm a avid Bethesda game player. I started playing since Elder Scrolls 4, then Fallout 3, and Fallout 4, New Vegas, and all that sort of stuff. So all the VR stuff that they announced, I'm pretty excited for. I actually had to stop playing those games because I was pretty much addicted to them at a certain point.
How many hours did you log on each one, do you think?
Oh, geez. Skyrim is definitely in the high hundreds, like 800, 900,000 sort of range. Like it's like, I mean, the game's been out for 6 years, so it was a problem. And like all of the Fallout games together are probably pretty similar too.
Yeah, I remember I wasn't a huge gamer, but when Skyrim came out, that sort of like got me into it. You know what I mean? I played on the Xboxes before I was kind of into PC gaming, and I probably logged something like 150 hours or something like that. But even that, like for me, was a lot coming from pretty much no gaming before that. So I'm pretty excited about the VR stuff, and I'm definitely excited about the Fallout 4. Being able to explore Boston, much more immersively, I guess we'll say.
I mean,
You can't get more immersive than just actually living in Boston.
That's true. I did live in Boston.
It's not going to be any better.
But you can't explore Boston in a wasteland 270 years from now. So.
Well, it's funny because we kind of messed around with Fallout 4 because I was curious to see sort of what streets were mapped to what, and it's actually pretty accurate. They definitely do a lot of condensing, around sort of Boylston area and stuff like that. But generally things are about correct.
Yeah, I think their official line was it's not Boston, it's a city. It is Boston inspired. It's not supposed to be the real 100% thing. So that's why, a lot of it's condensed like that.
Are those games, are you going to have to buy them again for VR? Like if you already own Skyrim or Fallout, are you going to have to buy a new copy?
I think so. I think they said so. And I think
that kind of sucks because I bought Skyrim and I never played it.
Well, Skyrim, I think they announced that it was going to be at a full 60, which for either of those games, I would pay 100 for it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hours. Even if on a $1 per hour basis, that percentage, I paid probably 10 cents per hour that I played Skyrim and Fallout, the 3 Fallout games.
Your money's worth.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it's PSVR, right? Vive. Is it coming to Oculus?
Well, so
No.
Yeah. Well,
Probably not.
If it's on Steam VR, it is technically software portable. So if you have to touch it, it can probably. But officially, probably not. Yeah.
See, that's why I'm excited to get a little more peripheral stuff going on there with some of the spell casting and things like that in Skyrim.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit earlier today about potentially getting Elite Motion integrated, because that's why I hope that they release all the mod tools,
right?
So that you can kind of make those sort of little experiences. There's some stuff about the.
So we should make a VR game where you cast spells with sign language.
What's the game that does that? I think it's Unspoken, or there's a game like that where you essentially make runes. Mm-hmm. And then that will decide what spell you're currently using. And I think it's Unspoken. I played it at Oculus.
That's cool, but someone should do it with actual American Sign Language.
Yeah.
Because that would be cool if you knew that. Because Elite Motion can read sign language, right? Pretty well.
Well, it can read your hands, and I think people have written software on top of it to do some sign language stuff. If there's a good API for that, that'd be pretty neat. Yeah, I'm not even the third game that they announced, Doom VFR. I'm not a huge Doom.
What's the VFR stand for?
The V stands for virtual, and the R stands for
Fucking.
reality. Yeah. But they. I don't even play that much Doom, but I'm still pretty excited to have a good fast-paced shooter, especially a AAA fast-paced shooter. So that'd be pretty neat, I think.
Neat.
Neat.
Cool.
It's the same we have in the office.
Things are really neat. Interesting.
When people have ideas.
Really great ones.
Thanks, guys.
I guess there's still some time, but didn't really hear anything from Xbox. But it seems like the Xbox One X is really powerful. That you would have no problem, running any of the games.
Yeah, I think it's considered like the most powerful console ever released for like your living room console sort of thing.
That's what their website says, but everybody says that. So
yeah, marketing mumbo jumbo. Yeah, it can do like 4K at 60 frames, which is pretty crazy. Like more than you need for VR. Yes. I think the line that they officially gave was that they're focusing on their Windows 10 and like PC VR for now. Right. But there's no reason that it kind of can't go to Xbox. It seems like the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, is kind of a little bit hesitant for VR on the console. That's kind of the sentiment I got a little bit, yeah.
Well, it seems that, and it seems like such a small thing, but it's just weird to have like all these wires coming out of like a lot of people have their stuff in entertainment centers. I even saw this somewhere. It's a tiny little thing, but like it seems like PC is a better way to go in that way. You're closer to the computer, and you can actually interact much more easily.
That's true, because like all consoles have been becoming like almost entirely wireless now. Like all the consoles have wireless controllers, so you don't have like wires all over your living room. You can have it really neat, but when you add in the headset, if it's wired, you like you destroy that progress that's been made, and we're back to like GameCube, controllers. I read a story on Reddit. I'm not going to tell the story. Never mind. It involves tripping over a GameCube cord and like someone dying, and it's not fun.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, on a similar note, I saw a pretty good. So I've seen a few videos of the PSVR of people, like you're in the PSVR thing, and somebody just goes and like trips over, walks, just rips out the cable, sort of thing.
Yeah. See
that's
a hurdle that we'll continue to have for probably the next couple of years.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing, is making wireless VR is like a thing that's already here, but making it cost effective in a way that the big guys will really try to adopt it is going to be kind of a challenge technologically. Yeah. But hopefully the experience is good enough, and I think it has been for a lot of the games that have been released. The experience is good enough that people will be okay with the wired stuff, and then when it becomes cost effective, moving over.
Yeah, I kind of see them maybe going towards more like the standalone headset thing, at least for Xbox, right? To have all the computing in the headset rather than we're trying to connect to the console.
Well, Microsoft has made some plays to that extent when in that direction when you talk about like the HoloLens, which is more AR, but also the Asus thing that they announced. Yeah. That actually hooks up to your computer, but
that was nothing was set in stone, but I think they were saying like $399 or something.
Or sorry, not Asus, Acer. Yeah.
Acer, yeah.
That'd be pretty exciting.
Really reasonable.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know if Xbox is going to go that way, because they still want to sell to the non-VR and the VR sort of thing and still have a product. Like, they made this super powerful console for a reason.
Well, yeah, it seems like, at least when the Xbox One first came out, they were marketing it as like an all-in-one entertainment center, right? People that weren't into gaming. They were marketing to people that weren't gamers necessarily.
Yeah, you could buy it to watch Netflix.
Yeah.
Just the thing that...
$500 Netflix box.
Yeah.
Neat.
Well, that kind of seems like the play that a lot of the bigger guys, not necessarily Valve, but Oculus and Microsoft seem to be trying to push it in a way, not just Oculus, but Facebook as a whole, are pushing VR in a way that is kind of more of a use it for general stuff that isn't necessarily gaming. They're like showing a lot of these educational things and things like that to, or the social Facebook stuff that they announced, or using VR for work. They're pushing that a lot more.
Well, that stuff I think is really good. I mean, eventually, obviously the gamers are the early adopters, but eventually you're going to have to like get past that screen and go into sort of more general applications. And I think education's a really cool one. Stuff like, this is a mobile experience, but I love the New York Times VR app. They've got a lot of really cool stories that are just using your phone for VR, and I think there is sort of a powerful element there to storytelling, education, and stuff, and that's probably the angle that people are going to go towards in order to reach more general audiences, I think.
Why would you want to read fake news in VR?
They're failing.
Yeah.
They're failing New York Times app.
Yeah, they E3 seems to, obviously it's about mostly gaming, but
Yeah.
it seems that Microsoft has made it clear with their stuff that they want to try and push it for much more than that.
Sure. Any final thoughts?
I think it's exciting that finally every year for the past 4 years we've heard this is the year of VR, this is the year of VR, this is the year of VR. I think 2017 is getting close.
Yeah.
But once you start seeing those AAAs like these, I mean, I don't know when the Skyrim thing is going to come out or when the Fallout is going to come out. But even if that's on like a 12-month, 2018 is probably more realistic time frame. Hardware's getting there,
Yeah.
software's getting there, content is still lagging behind, and now that the big guys are getting involved in the content, it's kind of an exciting prospect to be able to get VR into as many people's hands as possible.